Welcome to the spoiler review of Ant-Man. We're going to be talking about some of the stuff that we couldn't talk about in the non-spoilers review. Because, go see the film, and then that way you'll know, and then you can come back and watch this.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So, Captain America dies. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. He doesn't die.
It'd be so bad if he did though, like Captain America just comes in, dies, Civil War's all over.
It's just like, oh hey, what's going on? You're just dead.
Gets shot or something.
Some of the spoilers that's gone on. There's 2 post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
So the first one is Evangeline Lilly,
Yeah.
who plays Hank Pym's daughter,
Hope.
is basically going to become the Wasp. And he unveils this lovely new costume with wings and stuff, and she's replacing her mother,
Yeah.
who originally played the Wasp. She's being added to the
big roster that's
the
already.
the roster. So what do you think?
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. Marvel or just superhero films in general, they really need more women.
Yeah.
Like Black Widow's cool, but she can't fly. You know, Wasp can fly. I think she can kick ass. She can command ants. I think she's basically got the same powers as Ant-Man. If she's got anything like that, then I'm really excited that she's been brought in. And I think we've got Scarlet Witch and we've got Captain Marvel to come. So I think I can see why they've gone with that.
Yeah.
Personally, but I thought it was good.
I'm all for women in the market. Like, I'm not saying, I just didn't like it. It's basically like having 2 Ant-Mans. Like, she's just the only thing she can do is just fly.
Right.
There's nothing that she adds that Ant-Man doesn't really already add. I'm all for adding new women. There's so many other characters that they could have just added. Obviously not now, but I don't see her as much by herself. I see her as with Ant-Man.
Like a sidekick.
Yeah.
Right,
So like Falcon and Captain America.
Yeah, but even Falcon's more developed. Falcon was in it.
Yeah, classic segue. Yeah, Falcon has a cameo.
I'd say he had a
That was
very
more than a
significant
cameo. That
role.
was more than a cameo.
Is it significant? Really?
Yeah, because it's so well.
They
we'll
could
get to
have-
the next Easter egg, but
They
he
could
kind
have.
of-
I mean, the way they set it up is there's a piece of technology that Hank needs, and it's in one of the old Stark bunkers or whatever it is, storage days, which has become the new Avengers HQ. And Ant-Man turns up. Falcon is there protecting, and so they have a little fight because obviously they don't know who they are.
It's not a little fight. It's a cool fight.
It's-
I thought
it's-
cool.
It was pretty cool.
It's not that long, but
Yeah.
it is quite good, yeah, because obviously you're dealing with, it's sort of a cool way to first see Ant-Man fighting against someone who's actually pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I like the fact that for once they're like significantly tying in characters, because we see maybe like the Winter Soldier, we see like events happen and nobody comes to help Captain America. So.
I think they're getting to the stage where they can make the films that people want, because you can't just like automatically have this giant web, so they've just had to build it up over time. So all the way through this first, the first 2 phases or whatever, it's kind of been tough to do. But now they've just got so many bits to the story that they can just weave them all in together.
Yeah, it's like they're now openly accepting that people exist in this world. Like I remember they were saying like, why don't we just call the Avengers?
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy references about Tony Stark, Age of Ultron, which was referenced in it, about them dropping cities.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I thought was quite good, because obviously this was made around the same time.
Yeah, I'd say.
So it was obviously they
pretty
shared
recent.
in pre-production that's happening, so they can put it into the script. So that was quite a nice little sign. It's quite good that they're accepting now that obviously everyone does exist, and it's like, well, this is the problem. Why not just call the Avengers? And so they've had to make a proper reason as to why it happens. Whereas before, it's kind of like, you should do that, but you're not, and you're not really giving a good enough reason as to why you're not doing that. The bad guy, played by Corey Stoll, who is the protege of Hank Pym originally, and he become obsessed with the Ant-Man suit and the technology behind it, and he devoted his life to make his own version of it and try and get it. And so then Hank Pym kind of pushed him away, and he's kind of gone a bit mental.
Yeah, I didn't
like him.
I've seen that sort of thing before, like evil CEO with like hidden intentions of like seizing this power that someone else already has. And
Yeah.
it's like, he didn't really do much. It's just
There wasn't much depth to him.
No,
to him
that's
as a character.
right, completely. Yeah.
There was just like, well, he's crazy in this scene, and then he's crazy in this scene, and then he's a bit more crazy, and then he's really crazy. But to me, this film wasn't really about the villain. It was just about the Ant-Man and him becoming the Ant-Man and us seeing that and how it's going to work in the world.
I still rather a more kick-ass villain. And he was when they did have a fight scene. It was really cool.
he was good when they were fighting.
I think the fact that, spoiler alert, they killed him off was kind of like, let's not bother really going into the psyche of him in that depth because he's just going to die. Which I think I'm not too happy about, because I think you've got to sort of seize opportunities to bring in baddies and bring in villains into the universe, because at the moment there's Thanos
and Loki,
Marvel villains
and Loki.
That's it.
And so if you're bringing in a new one, you should make it to the point where it can go into other films and be an actual proper character in the same way Loki is.
It's one of those things where it's really, really hard, because they're bringing in a lot of stuff. So with the big fight and with Thanos, everyone's going to be fighting. I feel like if there's side villains, like what are they doing at this time unless they're fighting with, so like they already have a plan for Loki, like they already have a plan, so it would have already had to been in the plan for them to have created it. And Ant-Man, it's not really like one of the big ones.
There's a second post-credit scene.
The proper post-credit scene. This is after all the credits.
The one people are waiting for, I guess.
Yeah.
Captain America and Falcon dealing with Bucky Barnes.
/ Winter Soldier.
Who is weakened and sort of in this, I don't know, it's like his derelict.
His arm is trapped.
It looks like a garage, sort of
and there's those sort of standing around him, and they're like, we can't get Stark involved. We're by ourselves. And Falcon's like, I know a guy, Ant-Man. They kind of show the fact that there's a bit of a rift growing between Captain America and Iron Man. It's kind of very vague as to what they're actually showing. It's like the smallest of teasers, and it just gets you going.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I think this might actually be a scene from Civil War, because we know that they've been filming this for
they started filming in Atlanta like a month or two ago, I think.
There you go. Even the colour palette, it was all grey and.
It felt Captain America.
It felt dark. It felt like there was something very serious going on. Even the makeup on the Captain America and Falcon, they all look sort of tired and sweaty and dirty, as if they've sort of just
had a big fight.
Yeah. So it felt very different. It felt very, very dark.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for Civil War.
Yeah. Let's just round it off and talk about what we thought of the film overall. What did you think, Lamin?
Yeah, good film overall. Very enjoyable. Very funny. The humour a bit too forced in some areas of the film. I'd say the best part of the film, amongst other things, was probably the visuals. They really dealt with the whole, because shrinking down into that sort of size has never really been done before in the Marvel universe, and I think they did a very good job.
Yeah. What do you think?
I thought it was really good. Yeah, like Lamin said, the comedy was amazing. The visual effects were amazing. I really liked when Ant-Man went into subatomic. He went subatomic, and then you could see all the particles and stuff like that. So they obviously must have done a lot of science to see what to kind of do in that.
And then there was
Interstellar and
the whole mirrored. There was the mirrored thing that was it was cool. It was crazy.
It was amazing.
I thought that as you said, the visuals are very good in this. The comedy is a very strong point. I think as a film, it sort of stands out within the whole universe just because of its different style. It's a nice take on the films within the Marvel universe, and I thought Paul Rudd was actually very good. I think he's got the bit of comedy, and he's very heartfelt. You can't sort of really connect to him. I mean, he's one.
I think you kind of grow to like his character even more.
Yeah, he's an incredibly good comedic actor. But he's also got that level of likability to him in the same way like Chris Pratt has.
I
think it was kind of, you can kind of really see the Chris Pratt influence in him. I thought it was a very good film. I'd definitely go check it out if I were you.
Definitely.
I mean, if you're a fan of the Marvel films, you have to go check this out.
And stay till the end of the credits.
Yeah,
people were leaving. I was just like, no! I wanted to just drag them back.
Put them back in their seats.
Yeah. Make sure to give us a like, subscribe guys, check out the website at the bottom at moviepilot.com/movieguysgirl, go check that out, and then follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, thanks for watching guys.
Thank you guys.
See ya.